Alright, this is an example of a 45, 45, 90 triangle, and it says to determine x and y. Now, let's talk about it. It tells us that it's 45, 45, 90 triangle in the label to the problem, but let's talk about how we would know if we're just given the picture. If we look at our picture, first of all, we know that it's a right triangle because it's marked a right triangle in the corner, down here. The other thing we know is that the two interior angles that aren't the 90-degree angle are congruent. If there's 180 degrees in a triangle, 180, and we know that the right angle is 90, that leaves us with 90, and we would divide that by 2, because the other two angles have to be congruent. We end up with 45. So we know that it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle because the 90 is one angle and the other two angles I just showed you have to be 45. Okay? Since it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle, we can go ahead and use our rules. We're given the hypotenuse and we need to find the two legs of the triangle. And remember, the legs are going to be congruent. So whatever x is, y has to be the same thing. Now, if we're given the hypotenuse, to get to the leg, given hypotenuse, what we do is we divide that by root 2. Okay? So we start with 7 root 5. We're going to divide that by root 2. We can't do anything, and I can't cancel anything out, and we can't leave a radical in the denominator. So now we have to rationalize this. We're going to pick our well-chosen 1, multiply by root 2 over root 2. 7 root 5 times root 2 becomes 7 root 10 over root 2 times root 2 is really root 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. So there's the answer to our problem. The two legs, x and y, equal 7 root 10 divided by 2. Okay, now that's a weird answer. It's not a very nice answer, and that's okay. That's what the legs of the triangle are. Okay, it's not always going to be nice, pretty, whole number answers, and that's fine. It's fine to get an answer like this, so don't think you're wrong if you got an answer like that. Now, that's an example of a 45, 45, 90 triangle where we're given the hypotenuse. If you have any questions, either rewatch this short video or go back and rewatch the video on 45, 45, 90 triangles.